assume apologizing is always the best course of action. It is. I simply wished to check on you in case you've been taken by some abomination, but I see that you haven't. I'll be leaving then. It's fine. I know how the movie ends. Did you take your medicine? That sounds good. I only wish to know what happens in the first movie. You should rest. I'll get it. True. However, I at least know what you like to eat. Behave yourself and sit down. Ah, now you're going to be lazy since you know I can't say no to you when you're sick, hmm? Do you have any other unreasonable demands? If that's the case, I'd break in no time because you keep forgetting to do weekly maintenance. It depends on how sick they are. Mm-hmm. You're relieved that you have a cold? Of course I'm alive. Who else would take care of you? What do you think? You silly girl. After reflecting on my actions, I truly regret not bringing you some medicine. I'll go downstairs and buy some. Now I know how you got sick in the first place. Smart. However, it'd be better if you wore socks. You never compliment me like that unless you need my assistance. Could you turn on the lights? I can't see anything. I see it. Now, take your medicine. The sun is not going anywhere. If you miss it, will you regret it? I was referring to something you wouldn't regret. All right. If you take your medication regularly, 5 to 7 days. Not necessarily. I hope you get better soon. What do you think?